as we look at those live pictures of Austin, Texas, which is about 36 minutes into the year 2000. We're going to take you now. Here's a quiz. It's a city with a population inside the city limits of 3.6 million people. The western part of the United States. It's the movie-making capital of the United States. You're right. It's Los Angeles, it's Hollywood, and our own Kira Phillips is there. Hi, Kira.
Hey, I'm pretty impressed with your facts there, Judy.
I've got my almanac here. I'm pulling this.
Are you pulling your facts from the almanac?
Yes, you better believe it.
Good for you. We've got a lot more history for you. Matter of fact, Judy, I remember as a teenager, 16 years old, when I just got my license, the girlfriends and I hopped in my mom's Mercury and, of course, headed to Hollywood. We never found this sign, but I did find out a lot of history this past week.
Oh yes, Hollywood, in a town where the limelight can be as fleeting as fame. For the better part of a century, the Hollywood sign has served as a monument to a place where make-believe is real and image is everything. And like many starlets, she came to Tinseltown with another name. Built in 1923, the Hollywoodland sign went up on Mount Lee as a $21,000 publicity ploy, advertising the neighborhood. Studded with 4,000 light bulbs, the sign became quite a city sight and a target. Just ask 73-year-old Don Selton, who as a teenager used to take aim at the lights with his BB gun.
It was kind of exciting to do something that you probably weren't supposed to do.
Don's target was destined for greatness. In 1949, she took on a new look. The land was dropped and a star was born.
I'm sure it's on the list of many people that come here from all over the world that they got to see the Hollywood sign.
On the road to stardom, respect wasn't easy. In 1976, it was Hollyweed. You can guess who was behind that. During the Iran-Contra hearings in 1987, it was Ollywood. 5 years later, Ross's pals had pulled their prank. And there's been others. She's proudly withstood the rips to her reputation, but her greatest enemy has always been time. By 1978, the sign had seen much better days. Hugh Hefner stepped in, raising some $45,000 for the restoration effort. Hollywood hotshots like Gene Autry, Andy Williams, and Alice Cooper followed, ponying up $28,000 apiece to sponsor a letter. Once all the money was raised, so was her new steel frame. Enamel letters were attached to what would become a 4-story tall, 480,000-pound solid structure. Now, 76 years after her debut, she's getting made up for those who have stood by her, and her biggest performance yet.
And you're going to see that performance right here live on CNN. That's the stage set up by the city where Mayor Richard Riordan and Jay Leno are going to be here very shortly. They're going to flip the switch and you are going to see the most amazing light show that ever hit that sign in years. Matter of fact, since 1984 when it was lit up for the Olympics. But this is going to be much more high-tech, much more exciting, and we're going to have it for you. Judy?
All right, Kira Phillips in Los Angeles, in Hollywood to be exact, where they are just about an hour and 20 minutes away from the magical hour. And now we're going to go to a state that's neighboring California, Nevada, Las Vegas, our own Lauren Sidney. Lauren, what's going on?
Well, Judy, we don't have a sign here in Vegas, but boy, do we have a strip. We are having our own party here at the Sky at the beautiful Four Seasons Hotel that's 35 floors below me. One of the hottest tickets in town is the divine Miss Midler's Millennium New Year's Eve concert. Concert goers are now inside the Mandalay Bay Hotel below us, celebrating with her. I caught up with the diva Las Vegas last night as she rehearsed for tonight's big gig. At CNN, of course, we do not believe in rumors. We've come to you for the truth.
Oh, I have no truth. I have nothing to offer. I'm terrified. But it's okay. I'm going forward. I had a great life. I hope everybody that's listening had a good one, too. Goodbye.
Hello. Hello. Because the rumors that are going around about you is that come the millennium...
The rumors about me. Oh, I see.
But they're clean ones. Come the millennium, Bette Midler will no longer do a raunchy show. True or false?
That is absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm just going to sing ballads and I'm going to only work with one piano player, and and maybe I'll open up a club of my own. That's what I'm thinking.
But that's the future. This
Children.
That's then. This is now. So how raunchy are you going to get?
Well, it's going to be pretty silly. I'm not so sure it's going to be so raunchy, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We have all sorts of things planned for this event. We have stuff. We have lots and lots of stuff and lots of really silly jokes. And I think the crowd's going to be great. I think they're going to be sloshed, and I think they're going to be out for a really good time. And I'm really looking forward to it. This is a beautiful arena, the Mandalay Bay Arena, just a beautiful arena. And the sound is going to be fantastic. And I'm just going to have a ball. Now, I'm looking forward to it. We've been on the road for 3 months. We've been preparing for this night, so we're like, we're keyed. We're ready to go.
With all the fun that's going around, we know that there is fear that is gripping some people in this nation. What are your feelings about it?
Oh, I think they should be very frightened. But not in this arena, because they're going to have fun here. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. I think a lot of it is hype. I think a lot of it is the media. You know, I mean, I don't think people are out there spreading these rumors by themselves. They've had a lot of help in the press, and I think a lot of retailers are really mad, and I know that people here in Las Vegas are really mad too. And I think it's going to it's going to be just like every other New Year's. It's going to be a great time for people who know how to have a good time. And I don't think anything's going to happen. I really don't.
So everyone will be safe and sound to see your next 2 movies.
Who cares? They don't come anyway. My friend is freaking out. Everyone should be safe and sound because the human beings have so much potential for such good things. And I think this new millennium, I hope some people will wake up, you know, on January 1st and say, I am going to be different. I'm going to look at humanity in a different way. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do my part. Even if it's a tiny piece, I'm going to do my part. And that's really what I'm hoping for. And I think a lot of people are taking it quite seriously in a spiritual way, because it's a chance for people to assess what they have done, what they have become, and what they can do. And I think I in my own demented little way, I believe that that's what's going to happen.
And that you've done more than your part. And thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I also asked Bette what song she was going to perform at midnight, and the divine Miss M declined comment. But a little later in the new century, we will all hear Midler's Millennium Moment as CNN brings you her performance from the stage to your home. Now it's time to go back to Bernie and Judy's home in Atlanta, and I'm running out of offerings here. I do have this, as annoying as it might be. What do you think? Should I send it?
Go ahead, do it. Let it go.
Okay. All right, live a little.
All right, it was just the sound people who said don't do it. Lauren, Sidney, thank you. No, we'll let you try anything. You'll never run out of offerings, and I have to say, Bette Midler, what a remarkable performer, and what modesty from her, what thoughtfulness. We're going to take a break. Much more coming up.
CNN's global coverage of Millennium 2000 is brought to you by Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.